Did you hear that?
Holy hell.
You ever watch a movie and then like immediately have life regrets when it's over? Like, I can't believe that I just sacrificed a chunk of my life to something that equates to like, I don't know, farting into a Ziploc bag and then letting it bake out in the sun and then putting it in your face and just going boom and just like, and just wafting in that pain. I mean, I sure did. I didn't fart in a Ziploc bag, but I sure regretted my life after this movie was over. But alas, as a content creator, I am tasked with terrible burden. I have to sit through this shit so that I can talk about it. For views. And you know, I actually had a really hard time like processing my thoughts when this movie was over. Like, it took me a week to do this video because I just didn't, like, when the movie was over, my brain just couldn't formulate anything out of it. I was like I actually kind of forgot some of the shit that happened in this movie like 10 minutes after I was done with it. So let's just get into Ape versus Mecha Ape, shall we? Oh, and I guess I should know there's gonna be some spoilers in this. If you care. I don't think anybody's ever gonna watch this movie, but you know.
So in case it wasn't already obvious, Ape vs. Mecha Ape is Asylum's ripoff of Godzilla vs. Kong. Not to be confused with their last ripoff of Godzilla vs. Kong, which was Ape vs. Monster. So it's essentially a ripoff sequel to a ripoff. I would expect nothing less from Asylum. And you remember how in Godzilla vs. Kong there was a side plot of Kong needing to be moved because they were all paranoid that Godzilla was gonna find him, but it was only a very small plot point? Asylum just ran with that, and they made it the whole movie. To their credit though, at least the ape this time around doesn't look like a ballsack that got punched repeatedly. This one actually looks like a gorilla, but that isn't saying much considering the monster from the last movie they did was just an asset that they bought online from some 3D model site, and I can almost guarantee they did the exact same thing here. There ain't no way Asylum is paying their people enough to make CGI this decent for a Godzilla ripoff that no one is gonna watch, especially when Marvel can't even afford to do it. There's no way Asylum is. So essentially what happens here is that the US government made a mecha ape for use in military operations because I guess the actual ape just didn't want to listen to them or some shit. But a group of Russian hacker terrorists who clearly aren't actually Russian since the accents keep disappearing.
One should know this. The Americans come here without any consequences. But they're mistaken, and I want them to know. Their grief, it is no different from ours, Arnett.
They will know.
Take over the mecha ape and cause it to go on a rampage, most of which isn't actually shown to us, because that would involve work and effort. So most of it is just conveyed through what I can only imagine is stock footage from the aftermath of like a tornado or something. Oh yeah, Tom Arnold's in this, and boy are they proud of it. Even the box art shows off his name prominently at the top, tricking any unsuspecting poor sap who's never been subjected to an Asylum movie into thinking, wow, I can't wait to see my favorite C-list celebrity fight some big monsters. And yeah, I mean, Tom's in this, but for about 5 minutes total. And my guy clearly does not want to be there because he phones this performance in hard.
We transported the Mark 9 to a DEG research laboratory, where EOD will take custody and examine it before removing the core.
Sir, we will need to issue a public safety statement about this.
Okay. Well, the device is 60 years old. It was underwater since the Johnson administration. There is no danger whatsoever to the public. We've removed it, taken it to a safe place, and are deactivating it.
And you gotta love that he's supposed to be the Secretary of Defense, but all his scenes are shot in what looks like someone's bedroom. I mean, fuck, the US government must have some real serious budget problems going on right now.
Sloane's putting her life on the line, but we can help her.
How?
Abraham's vitals, they're extremely elevated. So when he confronts Mega Ape...
Mega Ape. So we're really not gonna do that take? Just one more time? Even the actors forgot what movie they're in? The director was like, nah bro, time is money, just go. Nobody's gonna notice. Nobody's even gonna watch this thing.
And you know, credit to Anna Telfer, the lead of this movie, because though, despite starring in nothing but fucking Asylum movies for some reason, she's about the only one in this whole thing who actually seems to try. Does she overact? Yeah, but it at least comes across as sincere. I will say there's more going on in this one than there was in the last movie, but they do stick to Asylum's tradition of padding time with as much techno-babble bullshit as they can get away with. I mean, we wouldn't want to actually show our monsters fighting each other. No, that costs money. But when the fighting does start, you get to hear it going on in the background more than you actually get to see it. So that's cool. Shit, man, the sound guy made bank on this butt nugget.
Come on, Abe! Keep going!
So, if you ever find yourself being held at gunpoint and your assailant is like, I'm gonna pump you full of lead unless you watch one of the 8 movies, and you're forced to do it, this one is the lesser of two evils. In the long lineage of Asylum ripoffs that have been our TV screen since the early 2000s, this is the first one that seems like some modicum of effort actually went into it. It sucks, but it sucks less than Ape vs. Monster, and that's the best compliment I can give it. I didn't hate myself as much after finishing this one, so there's that.
And there you have it. There's my review of Godzilla vs. God, holy shit, I can't believe I just called it Godzilla. Ooh, Ape vs. Mecha Ape. Did you see this movie? I mean, it's on Tubi. It's free. You don't even have to pay to see this thing. Thank God. And thankfully, it's the only sequel that we have to deal with until Godzilla vs. Kong A New Empire comes out, because you know Asylum is inevitably going to make a ripoff of that too. So we have that to look forward to.